All right, so welcome. We are here at the Blackness, the haunted house in Plainview, Texas, with Rigo, the owner. So I'm going to let Rigo introduce his amazing haunted warehouse and kind of the history of it, where it came from, and if you'll tell us that, and me and him will eagerly listen.
So, as I was introduced, my name is Rigo Ray, and we are the Blackness Haunted House in Plainview, Texas. We started out as a home haunt, and it got to the point as home haunters where we had done everything we could, and we were throughputing about 1,000 people a night. So it was time to expand, which I think our neighborhood is kind of happy about, because we had just clogged it up to the point on Halloween and the few days before and after that they were just happy to kind of see us find a new spot. So we looked into venues and we found this warehouse. This used to be a produce warehouse. They used to do vegetables out of here. But it had been vacant and abandoned basically for about 20 years or so by the time we got it. At that point, we kind of got after it, me with a lot of friends and family help, and just basically pumped up what we had as a home haunt and made it into what you see today. So we're 10,000 square feet. We open late September through early November every weekend, and we guarantee to scare the hell out of you.
What about haunted happenings? What haunted stories or things that have happened here that you know?
The first year that we opened, we didn't know that it was haunted. I mean, there was things that I guess some people can feel and so forth. We have some of those incidences, like where we felt certain things and kind of people watching you and so forth. And some of the other crew members have stories about that as well. We got to where we kind of figured there was something, and then one day we had a call from a paranormal crew out of New Mexico, and they had mistaken us for an actual haunted location, and they asked if they could come do an investigation, and I agreed. I thought it was kind of strange, but at first I thought in the back of my mind it was like a money scam, and they were like, no, it's no money, we just show up. So it's Ghostly Paranormal out of New Mexico. They showed up and they did a real quick investigation, and they were like, yeah, we think we got something here. So the next weekend they came back and we shut all the power off and everything, and they did like an 8-hour investigation, I believe, overnight. And it's kind of gone into other people coming. We've had 4 or 5 different crews come in at different times and do different lengths of investigations and more in depth than others. And so, yeah, it's been cool that way. They're not angry spirits. We've had like tugging on clothes, letting you know they're here, that kind of thing. So that's been our experience.
So we might get a hug.
Very possible, yeah.
Okay, that's better than being murdered.
Yeah. So no, and like I said, overall it's been an awesome experience.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We appreciate the opportunity.
Very cool. Thank you for letting us show you.
When I first started helping him out, friends, we knew each other. We're both into art. We're both into horror. I had somebody ask me if I wanted to come check this place out, and I did. I started helping with makeup, and I just didn't stop coming. In the off season, he started building, and so I would come. So it'd be pretty late at night, and so we'd hear shuffling of feet, doors opening, closing, stuff like that. It sounded like somebody was actually here. So my first instance of actually experiencing something physical was helping out. I think it was my second year here. I had on a full costume in a hiding spot, and my hiding spot was pretty simple. I'd watch people go by, and I would usually count them. 1, 2, 3 just went by, so I'm gonna wait till I see 3 shadows and come behind them and scare them. Mm-hmm. So that happened. I ran up behind them, scared the people. They take off running, and I'm pretty happy, and I feel a tap on my shoulder, and I'm thinking, oh man, I got in between a group. So I'm standing in front of somebody who's I didn't scare, and they're just wanting to walk by. So I said, I'm sorry. Turn around, look, and nobody there. And I physically felt the tap. I even heard it. I heard it.
Wow.
So that was my first time.
Your first time, so you've been touched more than once.
I've been touched. I've seen, I don't know what you would call them, like little balls of light kind of move around, kind of strange.
Wow.
Me and my wife have seen that. Just nothing that's really frightened me a whole lot, just strange. Like the touching, gave me a little bit of goosebumps, but there was nobody there. I didn't feel like something was out to hurt me. So that's what we got from it. It's been kind of playful, just letting us know that something's letting us know that it's here. That's been my experience.
Awesome, thank you.
Well, we were hanging out here one day, I think we were getting ready to eat or something. And then me and my mom just saw out of the corner of our eyes, my dad walked in to the haunt, and we were just like, oh, what's he doing? And then he just walks in through the door, and we're like, didn't you just go in to the haunt? He was like, no, I was outside, and we were just like, that was weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he came in, but it wasn't him.
Yeah, we were like,
There's two of them. He's cloned himself.
yes.
Well, thank you, Angel.
Our last investigators came through, and I guess it was one of the investigators. I guess the assistant, she tells me, or her husband or boyfriend says, she's really sensitive to this sort of stuff. And so she comes in and she walks in there and she comes out and she just pukes. And
Really?
she gets really shaky. She's like, I can't go in there. And we're like, really?
Wow.
She's like, yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's something in there affected her really bad. And she didn't go in. I mean, everybody else went through, and she hung out here. I gave her, a cold Sprite and asked her if she wanted some crackers or something to settle her stomach, but she did not ever go back in. She said that's the second time that's ever happened to her.
Wow.
So it's never been that bad for us, but that's the way she felt. So.
Well, you designed the monsters in here.
Yeah.
So as people come in, we always have one. It's for our actors. Depending on the night they come in, the night you show up to the haunt, we're either running extremely loud music or soundtracks. So in order that our actors can get ready for you, and add a little bit of fear for your entry in, we always have the warning buzzer. And at that point, after they've understood the rules, they are off to the races. So as people come through, we tell people, one, no use of flashlights, stuff like that, it's all in the rules. But if you ever get lost, there's large arrows, they glow in the dark. And if you don't know where you're at, or if you can't go through, we have emergency exits that we can get people out of quickly, but just follow the arrows. So the first arrow is right around the corner. So you're looking for stuff like that.
Oh, awesome.
But if y'all want to take the lead, I don't want to ruin anything for you.
Okay.
Everything is timed. We set it up to usually the person in front is the least scared, the person in the back are the least scared. So if we have a group of 4 or 5, we try to aim it for the people in the middle because that's where they put the chickens.
Small bites.
Yeah.
After people go through, they'll actually tell us, hey, that was this really cool part where you had this demon, and we're like, we don't have one of those in here. So their mind starts creating things. So it's kind of cool in that way that we keep it so dimly lit. We'll hear stories of stuff, and we're like, that's not here, but okay, if you saw that, that's awesome. What makes this place work are the actors.
Oh yeah.
And just we're not in season, so there's no actors.
This is a meth head's nightmare right here.
That was a new room for this year. So a lot of times people get into the thing of they're like, what theme are you doing this year? It's like, well, we really don't do themes. We're just so large, we try to cause as much discomfort and confusion as possible. So that's why you'll have a bathroom in the middle of a meth hallway and stuff like that. It throws you off, and I think it's what keeps us fresh and different than a lot of other haunts.
stay in here long enough, dolls will start to spin. Okay, and there's a couple of them in particular that just spin. We don't know why, but they do.
So I'll show you. There's a red-headed doll in this back corner right here, and it's completely out of an airflow. That one that you had your light on. Right now she's not moving.
Yes, she is.
But that one is in a usually constant state of motion. There was a planchette on the Ouija board, and it's not real. It's plexiglass, so it's all hand painted and it moves. But it got to the point where every night we were always either hunting down the planchette, somebody had stolen it, something like that. So I was like, "God, just go without it."
This is the scariest thing for the upcoming generation. What the heck is that? What is that? Is that a phone? How do you dial that? They're trying to dial out. Hello, hello.
Touch a little bit of everything. Something's gonna creep somebody out.
And we adjust the strobes depending on, some nights we run them really fast, some nights it's a little slower. It's also care of your actors. Something like, I can't stay in there, it's way too nauseating. So, you change it up for them to keep them safe, but also provide a scare at the same time. Yeah.
See, this is the other scary stuff. What is that? What is that?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I gotta do my homework on that. Laundry is scary. It never goes away. It just keeps building and building. That's awesome. What am I blinking for? Uh-oh. I think my flashlight's running out of
have
battery.
this. I'm going to show you drop panels.
Where's that?
Drop that
Oh,
and then
that is scary. I hate those. Yeah, my flashlight's dead. Oh, there it is. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh. It changed. I hate those.
I wish I would have got that.
Yeah, it does work better with the actors. Well, here we are in the doll room. All the lights and the equipment is off. Still in the blackness, actually in the blackness. In the doll room waiting while our equipment's set up. So we might see some of the lights here go off. We might see some of the flashlights turn on. So we're going to see what happens.
And the red doll is moving.
Has anybody ever given you any names to any of the ghosts in here? Or?
No, what we've heard a few times is there's an older woman and a child. It doesn't mean it's her daughter. Don't know why they're here.
Okay. That just jumped up to 2.
Good.
Yep.
Can the camera get it? Oh, so he said older woman and the daughter.
And a child, a young girl.
Young girl and a daughter and an older woman.
I bounced the second light real quick. So that dog keeps messing me up.
It's going actually faster, I think. Oh, hello.
No, flashlight just came
How
on.
are ya?
Are you the old woman or the daughter?
We gotta establish the yes and no's.
Well, let's get some on and
Yeah.
off first.
On and offs.
Oh, that was the...
Hear the pumping noise behind you.
Did it?
Something like popped or snapped a finger.
Now, if you're able to, can you go to this bottom shelf and turn on this other flashlight for us? Just to let you know you could turn that one on. Yep, it's jumping.
Yep,
K2's
sure
going
is.
to 2. Oh, 3. If it's too hard for you to turn on, turn that top flashlight back on. We'll readjust it or make this device in his hand jump to red. Oh, it just jumped to red.
This
Okay.
is an easier device. Yeah.
All right, I'll readjust it for you.
Gosh, and that was the easier one for me to do, so I don't know. I thought it was right there on the edge. What are you thinking so far, Paul?
That's creepy. But they're friendly ghosts.
Right?
As far as we know, I mean, there's nothing been.
That's why we're not gonna provoke anything.
I think they're agreeing. Are you friendly ghosts? Yes.
Did it jump again?
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe they got bored.
They have all the time in the world.
Yep.
Still too hard.
Okay, can you confirm that by turning on the top flashlight again? That way I know that you're telling me the bottom one is still too hard for you to operate. I'll give you to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
There it is.
All right. Welcome to
You
our
remote
world.
controlling these suckers?
I
They're
had,
rigged. You
when I
rigging
used to
those?
do events, I had somebody actually tell me that I had it rigged. I dismantled the flashlight to every part of it, and he still didn't believe me. And I asked him, well, do you have a mag light? He's like, yeah. So we set it down on the counter
Thank you.
and started doing the session, and his flashlight actually started answering all our questions. He was no longer a skeptic by the time we were done.
That is weird. Did you pat Angel on the shoulder? Light is something, if so.
Oh, all right.
Got a response over there. I don't know if you could see it from where you're sitting.
Thank
Actually
you.
reflecting off of the lens. So yeah.
Wow.
So okay.
It is your friend.
I don't know about that.
Now, were you doing that because you were having fun with him? If you was, turn off the flashlight. Real quick. Did you think his reaction was funny? Give us a response on the count of 3. 1.
Oh,
Bottom
bottom
line.
one.
Alright. You alright there, Paul?
That is really weird.
If it was a no, turn off the bottom line. Do you like watching other people get scared?
Yes.
Do you just like scaring Angel?
Yes.
Lucky you!
Did you meet him when he first came here? If that was a yes, can you turn on the top one? Just so both lights are on at the same time? If it's no, can you turn off the bottom light? I'll give you a count of 3.
Thank you.
Is there somebody else here that you've known for a while? Yes.
But that was on and off pretty quick, too.
What's the other gentleman's name?
Rigo.
Rico?
The owner. Yeah.
Rigo?
Rigo.
Is it Rigo? Is he the one you know? Is it one of the actors here? Are you? Oh. One of the actors here.
One of the actors.
Are you somehow attached to the building itself?
Oh, that was my next question. Thank you.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Because I was listening to other noises. Bottom one.
If you're attached to the building itself, that
Oh.
light took a little while to turn on. Can you turn the top one on also so we know that you're attached to the building? There
Yeah,
you
my focus
go.
is
Now we got both the
out.
lights.
I can't see anything at all.
So you just witnessed that yourself. It appears to be attached to the building. Are you the one who's controlling this doll? If it's you that's controlling the doll, turn on the top light. If it's not you and somebody else in here, turn on the bottom light. That's crazy. Bottom
not-
light.
Someone else, huh?
2 people.
Do you want the doll to come down a little bit closer to the ground so it's easier to touch? Oh, do you want to go to that other area real quick? Do a
Yeah,
little
I'm gonna
bit
do that.
there? Okay.
Thank you.
So, we're now in the room, the laundry room, which is, laundry's scary, where Angel got touched. So, not touched as in the southern touched, but touched on the shoulder. So we're going to do some asking and see if there's any spirits here that want to talk to us. Are there any spirits here that want to talk to us? Light the flashlight.
Maybe they're scared of laundry too.
This is like the worst room.
Like, I don't want to be
No
here
one wants to
either.
do laundry. It's just that chore that, laundry again. Just have to see my sexy knees.
Yep,
I
heard it.
Yep.
Isn't it two?
Two
Supposed to be
bits.
two?
It was.
They only
Yeah,
give you one
I only
bit,
heard
sorry.
one.
I heard two.
I heard two.
Oh, did you?
I
I
Oh.
heard two clomps, like shoes falling.
I feel like Egon in Ghostbusters.
Right?
Yeah, it seems like it's nothing over here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to eat. Ghosts get hungry. So, in conclusion, the Blackness haunted house appears to be haunted, particularly in the doll room. Either that or they just don't like the laundry room, one of the others. As you could see from all the flashlights and everything else. So, check out the Blackness. It'll freak you out.